you so much for being here on my YouTube Be Beautiful channel, where I believe that if you have a beautiful mind, you too will have a beautiful life, because if there's something wrong in here, there's something wrong out here. Yeah? Today I'm gonna do something a little bit differently. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below. Today we're gonna do something a little bit differently. It's gonna be my TBR. I have always loved books. I have always loved them. I always read slow. I always had issues reading them. I would mix words up. I might have dyslexia. I've never been properly diagnosed for it, but I've always mixed letters up. When I was elementary, I wrote from right to left with my left hand and backwards. You know how when you would write in a mirror or like in a glass so that the other person could see it? I have no issue writing like that. Like, I could literally write sentences like that. I guess in my head, maybe I thought that like, well, they're writing with their right hand, so I don't know. You know how like you write with your right hand, and then I don't know what my little girl child brain was going through, but I've always loved books despite the disabilities that I had. Okay. Anyways, I have a lot of books that I read and I can't talk to anybody about it. So I want to talk to you about it if you would listen. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put my fiction books in any of these, but I am going to put like any books that are related to spiritualism, mental health, psychology, dreams, anything that has to do with physical and mental health and like spiritualism, the occult, all of it. I'm not really going to narrow anything down in that sense. Let me know down below if you care about my fiction books. I read mostly dark romance now. First book I'm going to talk about is, I don't know if you can see it, but I hope you can see it. So this book in particular is a raw vegan author. I met her at the farmer's market. It was special, and long story short, she got charged with murder of her child. I'm not gonna say too much because it's in the book and I just don't want to ruin it, but yeah, she was charged with murder for her child. Obviously she's not guilty, but she just went through a lot, and I'm just gonna read her biography, her memoir, her autobiography. I guess that's what it would be called. But these are like channeled messages, and her son literally jumped in front of a moving car while he was on a shroom trip. And when she told me that, I almost feel like crying now. Yeah, I just started crying, and it hit so deep, because you jumped in front of a moving car while you were tripping. Why in the world would you, what? Why would you ever do that? She talks about her entire story in here and all the synchronicities that she's had. She came from a very Christian background, which I love to read about people who had a belief, you know, patriarchy, Catholic, Christian, and I'm not sitting here to judge you at all if that's what you do. And if that's what you believe in, I support it. But me personally, I really like to read about people who thought a certain way and then all of a sudden their mindset shifts. And she used to be afraid of sidekicks. She would be afraid of tarot. She thought it was all demons. Like she you know, a very negative place that I feel religion can put people in. And it's just a fear-based thinking, and I don't resonate with the fear. I resonate with unconditional love, and that's what I want to resonate with. That's just what I believe. So she came from a Christian background, and I will be reviewing this. I am a quarter of the way. I am 54 pages in. It's a pretty short book. So I will be talking about this at the beginning of July. Of the beginning of September. Then I'm also reading my Sanskrit. My Sanskrit is ass. Secret Truths of the Bhagavatam. And I am butchering that, I'm sure. And it's the Vedas. If you didn't know about or don't know about the Vedas, Vedas is the oldest Sanskrit there is out, available to any of us. It's the oldest piece of yoga written that we have. And it was written like BC type. And this is just a compilation of stories and teachings of the Vedas. And I'm mostly reading this because obviously I'm studying to be a yoga teacher, a yoga therapist, and I find it important to, you know, connect with divine. Then I'm also reading Metabolic, The Lure and the Lies of Processed Food, Nutrition, Out, and Modern Science. Modern Medicine. I don't think there's anything else to say about that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Super excited to read about it. Then we have Poison Pills by Tom Nessie. This is by Robert. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Poison Pills. The Untold Story of Box Drug Scandal. Jeez. I think it's crazy how like it's all here. Like it's all here. It's all here. We all know about it. We all know about Big Pharma. And we just can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. I'm like, but it's all here. It's all here. It's all here. Okay, and I'm also reading Frames of Mind. I'm gonna put it up here. And I'm also reading Break Through the Noise. I'm gonna put it up here. So that is not including my fiction. I already finished the first fiction book that I had, My Dark Vanessa. If you guys have ever heard of it and wanted to read it, it's just not that deep. It was not that deep. I know that this video is not about that, but it's, if you know, you know, you know? And if it's on your TBR, just skip it. Just skip it. Skip it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's interesting. How about that? It's fucking interesting. That's all I can say about it. All right. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really hope that you will comment, subscribe, like, do all the things that you need to do. Take only what you need, never more, never less. Don't be greedy, bitch. Bye.